Hey guys, what's up? How is it going? Guys, I just want to thank you for 1,000 subscribers. And then I just thought I should share with you some information of how I've been traveling. But first of all, if you're watching this video for the first time, guys, please kindly subscribe. Please kindly subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, I salute you. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate you. So this was my first trip, my first time going to Mozambique. This was when I was still traveling Africa. So when I was in Mozambique here, I had traveled from Lesotho, Swaziland, and then now I was in Mozambique. I suffered this day, guys. As you see me eating here, I suffered on this day. Let me tell you what happened. So I used FNB from South Africa, and then I decided I'll start traveling. So when I decided I want to start traveling, I didn't want to carry cash. Of course, because I was scared. I didn't know what was going to happen on the road, if I was going to get robbed, if I was going to lose some money, And besides, I'm an overspender. Guys, I use money. So I decided I'll just use my card so that I can swipe only when I need money, because I had some few notes with me. So it was enough for me to travel until I get to Mozambique. And then I thought when I get to Mozambique now, I can swipe. And then now when I swipe, I can get my money for transport to go to my next destination, which was Beira. So on this time now, I had arrived the previous night from Swaziland. I was in Swaziland. As I go to Swaziland, I met that white lady there on your left hand side. I met here, and then we started talking, and then we both realized that we were both travelers. So we started talking. We had lots of things in common. Then we booked accommodation. So this is what happens. If you are traveling by yourself, remember you pay for your room by yourself. But if you have a travel buddy now, you share the room. For example, she's my travel buddy. So it was going to be a little bit cheaper for both of us, since we're going to share a room. We're going to share a bed, and then we share also the money. But if you happen to have a male travel buddy, it's too expensive as if you are alone, because you still need you won't need, my English guys, you won't share your accommodation, so it's still going to be expensive. So with that lady, we shared our accommodation, which was good. We loved it. And the following day now, we woke up. I had used the last man I had the previous night when we booked for accommodation, and then we bought supper. We ate, we slept. Then the following day now, I had money. The only thing I had in my phone was data. Data, guys. Some people call it data. Some people call it, I don't know, but I call it data. Internet, airtime, internet use card. I don't know what you call it, or recharge from your country. I don't know what you guys call it. So I went to the bank, guys. I looked for money. I changed it from bank to bank. I didn't get any money. Every time I tried to swipe, I couldn't get any money. So now I decided, let me contact my brother. I have a brother who stays in Tete, there in Mozambique. Yeah, I was in Maputo. So I decided, let me call my brother. I called my brother, and then for him to send me money, it was also hard, since I didn't have a bank to receive money on here in Maputo. And also to ask people around, to ask for banks, to ask for many things. It was very hard because of language barrier. Guys, I suffered. We started suffering since morning, since when we woke up around 10 when we checked out, until this time when we got to buy this sadza that we are eating. Some people call it sadza. I call it sadza from my Shona language. We call it sadza. Some people call it nchima. So here's what I learned. If you're traveling, you need extra cash. You need extra cash. You don't need the money that is only equivalent to your transport costs, accommodation, and food, because you don't know if you're going to overstay, if you're going to need more food sometimes. And also because of the temperatures, some places you can get this very hot, and then you see that maybe if you were drinking only 2 bottles of water a day in your place, in your country, in your town, when you travel to other places with higher temperatures, you need about 5 bottles of water. So this is what I learned when I was traveling. Another thing was, I then realized that the reason why I was not getting money from my FNB bank was because I did not communicate well with my bank so that they can activate for me, that I'll be able to withdraw money from other countries. I later did that when I go to Tete. I was in Maputo, remember, and then I go to my transport to Beira, and then when I was in Beira now, I got my other transport to Tete, where my brother stays. So when I go to where my brother stays now, it was okay, of course, because I had gotten some money. So this is how I traveled, guys. This is how I traveled. You need to communicate with your bank. If you use a gold card, a MasterCard, whatever card that you use, if you know you want to swipe in other countries, you guys need to communicate with your bank to make your life easy. Don't be like me. If it wasn't for my brother who later sent me money that day, hey, guys, you were going to do a GoFundMe for me. Trust me. So that is what I've learned. And also, every time you travel to a country, sometimes you find other things that you like. So chances of overspending sometimes are high, since you don't know what you're going to get in a country that you are visiting. That is also another thing. So otherwise, I'm loving my trips, guys. I'm loving my journey. I'm loving the way I'm traveling. I'll also come with another video where I'll be telling you what you need if you want to start traveling to other countries, from what I've learned, the documents they want from those countries. I'll also tell you that. Today I'm just focusing on this journey and what I learned when it comes to the money that you need to have on you, the money you need to carry, what to do with your card machines if you're in a foreign land. Another thing that I want you guys to know is I've had so many people telling me that you have lots of money, you're always traveling, you're always doing wara, you're always on the bus, and I just want to correct you guys there. So this is what happens. It's always expensive for those people who fly. That's the first thing. It's also always expensive for those people who book very expensive accommodation, especially in hotels, and also expensive for those people who eat very fancy food, and everywhere they travel, they want to do shopping. I am the opposite of all that I've mentioned. Each time I travel, I always look for the cheapest accommodation available. That's number one. Excuse me. Number two, every time I travel, I look for the cheapest transport available. I always make sure that it's public transport. So I always use, it's either a bus, a train, or a taxi. The one that I'm saying a taxi, from my country, Zimbabwe, we call it a kombi. In other countries like South Africa, they call it a taxi. I don't know what you guys call it from your country, but that is what I always use. It's always public transport, guys. I've never used a very expensive transport. Where I can say I always spend money for myself, I know sometimes when I get to a country and then I see the clothes I like, that's when I spend lots of money. Otherwise, on food, I eat anything, guys. As long as I like it and I know I won't react, I always eat that. And also, I'm also blessed because I can fit in everywhere. If I go where there are people sometimes who struggle with getting food, and then whatever that they eat is what I always eat. anything they eat, as long as I am sure that the place is, of course, is clean, and of course the food is healthy, I always eat. Otherwise, I always eat cheap. I sleep on cheap accommodation. I use cheap transport. That is how I've been managing to travel. So I'm sure I've told you most of the things, guys. If you think you have questions, please kindly ask me on the comment section, and then I'll answer on the next video. So this video that I'm doing a voiceover for, guys, is a video I took in Maputo when I was in Mozambique, before I knew how to edit. So it had a copyright, so I decided today, let me download it, do a voiceover on it, and then I can upload it back for you than just to delete it. So thank you guys so much for always supporting me. Those who have subscribed, I really appreciate you. Those who always comment, would like to share, would like my videos, guys, thank you so much. Don't hesitate to tell me what you think on my videos. It helps me improve on everything, guys. Thank you so much, and have a good time. Bye.